Hello, it's me. Yeah, it's this stupid e-meat webcam thing again. I'll have to get a decent one. Well, as long as you can see what I'm doing, that's all that matters. Alright, today I'm going to be making white chicken chili, and it's a bit like chili con carne, but it's not exactly white, but it's using chicken and white cannellini beans, and it's got a whitish sauce, so it's not a browny red like a normal chili con carne. So it's called white chicken chili. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to heat up a little bit of oil. Don't need a lot, because the chicken thighs have got quite a bit of fat on them already. See it doing what it's meant to be doing. Yeah. Just testing it. Yeah. It's working fine. I get so paranoid. I don't want to be 3/4 into a video and then it just stops working or something. This is what me and Morris will be having for dinner tonight. I've made it before in the past. I made a Delia Smith version, but she used mozzarella in hers, and oh, it was incredibly stringy. It was incredibly stringy. I just hope this cheese will be alright. I just really didn't know what to get. We don't do Monterey Jack. Well, I think in Morrison's or Asda's they sell it, but not in Tesco's or Sainsbury's. I haven't seen it anyway. I thought I'd try this cheese. I didn't grate it. I just, because it would have been a slimy mess. But what I did was just chopped it up small. It should dissolve okay. It's called Munster, and I got it from Tesco's, and it's in their and they've got a fancy bit with cheeses, cold meats and olives. Well, they had this cheese, Munster, and I've never had it before. It's a tiny little bit like brie or camembert, but more cheesier, if you know what I mean. And it's from the Alsace region of France. So I thought it'd be different and use something like that. You could use Philadelphia. You don't have to put any cream cheese or anything like that in it. Any cheese. You can use a cheaper Parmesan, because the more expensive will be too strong. You could use Quark, which is a German soft cheese. You can get that in Sainsbury's, I think. You could use some mild cheddar, or you could just sprinkle cheese on it at the end. Alright. Doesn't have to have cheese. Okay. I just thought, I wonder what this will be like. About time I did a bit of an experimentation in the kitchen. Yeah. Oh, let's get it a bit hotter than that. Come on. A bit impatient. I made a video earlier, so I've been rushing around like a mad woman. It's getting hotter now. It won't brown in this pan anyway, because it's Teflon, I think. halfway through the cooking process of the chicken, I'll be adding frozen onions, frozen garlic. I'm fed up buying onions and shallots, but when you open, they're dry and sometimes rotten inside. That's why I use frozen onions a lot. Where's the garlic? Put the onions in first. No one's shouting. Oh, look. I think that's enough. It is. Oh. Garlic. I'm going to use 2 rectangles or oblongs of garlic. It's 2 stuck together. Should have a bit more room in this kitchen. It's enough. Just I'll have to put up with it. I've got used to it now. Get a knife, see if I can. Not a sharp knife, a blunt knife, obviously. See if I can separate this. It. It's looking alright at the moment. I'll give you a look in a minute. There. The colour's not true, I'm afraid. Well, actually it is. It's a beigey colour at the moment, with a bit of pink in it. No, I need to get, I don't know what camera to get. I went into curries. That's in the UK. I don't know if you've got a curries in the USA, but it sells all everything really, everything electrical. And they only had webcams like what I've got. I thought they'd have state of the art. I don't want the best, most expensive webcam. I want a decent one. But I keep spending my money on stupid things like slugs. Yeah, that's me. The cigarettes, what else? Yes, tops from charity shops. What am I like? Alright. I'll turn that right off now, it's cooked. I'm going to add some spices now, I think. Alright. Paprika. Well, I'm turning that off. I'm taking it off the heat. When I add spices, I take it off the heat. Paprika. I'm just going by what I want. That's about a teaspoon. Cloves. One recipe on white chili chicken suggested a little bit of cloves, ground cloves. So I thought I might add a tiny pinch, just for extra interest. Not much. I don't want it to overpower the chilli itself. Cayenne pepper. This is quite strong, I think. How much does it say on the recipe? Come on. Why can't I see it? Half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon, because it's quite spicy. I hope that's not too much for Morris. He's got a bit of a tender tummy at the moment. Alright, but he does like hot and spicy generally. Alright, it says oregano, but I haven't got any, so I'm using its cousin, marjoram. It's more mild as well. I don't want a lot. I don't like a lot of dried herbs unless they're good quality and they smell like the real thing, which occasionally you do get. Much better than the old days when they just smelt of sawdust. Alright. And cumin, about a teaspoon. I always use about a teaspoon of cumin. More than enough. Alright. Put it back on the heat. Turn it up gently. Now we want to mix all those spices in. It's changing the colour to red actually. So this might not be white chili chicken. Oh, it's interesting. I think it's going to be pink chili chicken. What next? Oh yeah, I'm going to add this next. It's very mild green chilies, as you can see there, very mild, and chopped up green bell pepper. So I'm going to add this in now. Give it a stir. I think it's time to add the stock. It says 750 720 mils, but I'm only cooking for two. So I'm going to just add, what was it? I need a jug, don't I? I'm just going to add about 500 mils, something like that. You can always add more water, it's not a problem. Alright, and when I've put, this is a stock pot, because it's Knorr chicken stock pot. There's another lady cook on, well, she's made lots of videos, but what she calls a stock pot is an oxo cube and gravy granules. Mind you, I have used gravy granules to thicken a stew up a few times, but this is more jellified, and they call it stock pot. I didn't give it that name. Oh, she's done loads of videos. I think you might know who I'm talking about. I'm not just going to make cooking videos, so I find it boring. And cooking's a bit of a chore, I think. Well, sometimes I enjoy it, sometimes not. Alright, bring that up. I'm going to bring that to the boil. Oh, it says I can add the beans now. Just out of a can. For convenience sake, you can do it the old-fashioned way. If you want, by soaking beans overnight, then rinsing them, boiling them for 10 minutes and changing the water, and then boiling again, and then get all that froth that you have to keep skimming off. No, thank you. But of course, in times of necessity, that's what we've got to do, isn't it? Just hope it doesn't get to that stage. I'll put this up a little bit. It's a bit down. That's better, isn't it? And you can see more of my beautiful face and body. Oh, when I upload that, it goes on high definition or something. But I'm going to try and do it on standard, because when it's on high definition, I'm not sure about standard definition, but that static noise drives me mad. I'm not going to use that to make an ASMR video ever again. Cooking video is a bit different. What else can I add? The mushrooms. No, it's a bit too early for mushrooms. That's not actually... The mushrooms aren't actually in the recipe, but I thought they would go in well. I'm just going to pause this video for a few minutes while I put some things away. See you soon. Hello, I'm back again. This is nearly finished now. Not long now. Just putting the mushrooms in. Oh, it's been boiling away basically. That's all it's been doing. But I didn't want you to watch. I didn't want you to watch a pot boiling. There's nothing worse, is there? It's like watching paint dry. I'm hoping that cheese will thicken this up a little bit. Because I don't really want... I have got gravy granules, but I don't really want to add them. See if I've missed anything out. I mean, this recipe suggests light cream cheese, but I'm not sure what they mean by cream cheese in America. I mean, most of the recipes you find seem to come from America for some reason. Let's see. I suppose that could be something like Philadelphia. Maybe. Salt and pepper, mustn't forget that. I'll add the salt now. I should taste it, but I've got quite a good... I don't usually have to taste my food because I'm so used to knowing roughly what's the right amount. I'm not being big-headed. I'm just showing you my age, really. All the chefs say all this stuff about salt being bad for you is ridiculous. People just under-season their food. And when you watch the chefs putting salt in their cooking, they use no, that's another word I can't pronounce. They use a huge amount of salt. I think blood pressure is determined by genes. I don't think salt's bad for you. Obviously too much of anything is bad for you. And it's me smoking. I mean, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, this is looking nice. It's a light brown. It's a lovely light brown. Very nice light brown colour. It's not white. They call it white because of the chicken and the beans. Not ready now. Not long now, and I can have the cheese. That would be a fascinating experience. And I don't know what it's going to be like when I reheat it. Is it all going to clump together in one horrible mess? Alright. The mushrooms look cooked. I don't like them when they're black, because they remind me of slugs then. It looks nice. I will do a taste test. I'll have to get the chewing gum out of my mouth though. Oh, that necklace I was wearing not long ago. I wore it in my ASMR video and I couldn't take it off, so I left it on. But when I paused that, had another go at taking it off, and it caught in my hair. And I thought, oh no, I'll have to end up cutting my hair off. And my hair is really my crowning glory. But thankfully, I managed to get that necklace off my hair. Yeah, growing my hair long has really made me feel very feminine. Before that, was felt more boyish with the short hair. No, I think when I was younger, short hair suited me, but I had a mixture. In my 20s, it was mainly long, and then in my 30s and early 40s, well, 40s and 50s, it was short, generally, or this shoulder length. But I haven't had my hair as long as this since I was about 30. I did have it short for a while, but then after having my daughter, I grew my hair long again because I was depressed, so I grew it long. But I haven't grown it long this time out of depression. It was because of COVID and you couldn't get to see the hairdresser. So I thought, why not grow my hair long and see what it looks like as an experiment. And I was just determined to grow it long, as long as I could grow it. But I think it's reached it's about here now. I think it's reached its set point, unfortunately. I'm going to turn this down while I add the cheese. Oh, I just hope this turns out alright. And it's not like all strings. That's what I'm dreading. Oh yeah, I did try the skin. I didn't put the skin. It's got a slight skin on it. I took that off, but I was eating it. It was perfectly fine. Perfectly safe. Yeah, I can see the cheese melting right before my eyes. It's like magic, and it's really thickening it up. Just what I wanted. Yeah, I'm pleased. I think me and Morris are going to like this. Yeah, I can see a few lumps, but they'll dissolve. Yeah, I'm pleased. Alright, I think I'll show it to you and then I'll do a taste test. I'll probably take that off as well. And I can take it off the heat because I'll be reheating it anyway. Alright, can't see much now. I'll wait until I take this off. Getting the hang of it now, I think. Yes, it's not white, is it? This is actually a good picture colour. This is what it looks like. It's like a nice orangey brown colour. I'll just stir it a bit so you can see it. Oh, now I'll try and stir it with my left hand. See, can you see the consistency? It will probably thicken up a little bit while it's sitting there for a few hours. I did see a bit of cheese that wasn't melted. It's nice, doesn't it? Alright, I'm going to do a taste test now. Make sure I don't burn myself. Oh, did you have a good shot of my armpit then? Wait a minute. I look weird. I look weird in this camera. Look at my hair. That's the fringe, that bit there. Those bits sticking out on my fringe. So I'm growing them out. Alright. I haven't got a lot on there. But this will give me a rough idea of the flavour. Oh, it's lovely and mild. There's a je ne sais quoi about it. Yeah, it's really nice, really nice. I'm not just saying that, I mean it. Now, the last thing. It's just to sprinkle it with coriander, or as the Americans say, it's cilantro. Is it cilantro? But in Britain we call it coriander. Oops, just bumped my arm. You don't have to watch me doing it. I can't hold that at the same time. Just a little bit. It has got a very good, for a dried herb, it's got a very good coriander flavour. Oh, yeah. Give it a rough stir. Now, I will show you it again, and then we will say our goodbyes. I'm pleased that's done with. That was quick. Very quick, very easy. Not a lot of prep. I used chicken thighs, by the way. And, yeah. You could do it blindfold, really. That's better. That's better. And last, look at the dish. White chicken chilli. No, that way. There. Goodbye. You didn't know stews could talk, did you? This one can. Alright, I'll see you soon. And I hope you like this video. and I hope you will try and cook it. Not try, sorry, that's it's not difficult. I hope you will enjoy cooking it, and I will say adieu.